breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alert.
British politician forced to resign after speaking out against Muslim problem. Great Britain has slowly been descending into an Orwellian dictatorship, as both civilians and members of the government are having their every word policed. Now, just recently, a British member of parliament has been forced to resign after some comments she made on Islam. Sarah Champion, former Shadow Equalities Minister for Rotherham, has been forced to resign after she published a controversial article in The Sun. After receiving ample backlash from cut liberals and radical social justice warriors, she tried to distance herself from it, all to no avail. In the article, published a little over 2 weeks ago, she proclaims that Britain has a problem with British Pakistani men raping and exploiting white girls. If you're somebody who gets most of your news from CNN or MSNBC, you probably can't even fathom this being the case, but unfortunately for the youth of Britain, it's the truth. The Sun reports. Britain has a problem with British Pakistani men raping and exploiting white girls. There. I said it. Does that make me a racist? Or am I just prepared to call out this horrifying problem for what it is? For too long we have ignored the race of these abusers and, worse, tried to cover it up. No more. These people are predators and the common denominator is their ethnic heritage. We have to have grown-up conversations, however unpalatable, or in 6 months' time we will be having this same scenario all over again. The irony of all of this is that, by not dealing with the ethnicity of the abusers as a fact, political correctness has actually made the situation about race. The perpetrators are criminals and we need to deal with them as such, not shy away from doing the right thing by fearing being called a racist. I'm writing this as I don't know what else to do to try and protect our children from grooming and sexual abuse by gangs. She goes on to say that mainly white pubescent girls were being lured into sexual abuse and manipulated by gangs of mainly British Pakistani men, which is entirely true. Unfortunately, however, the liberal crybabies of Great Britain care more about feelings than facts. Ms. Champion was promptly forced to resign after her article went mainstream, much to the anguish of those trying to fight the rape epidemic and Muslim problem, as Trevor Kavanagh said. The Guardian reports. Sarah Champion has resigned as Shadow Equalities Minister after a controversial article published in the Sun newspaper in which she wrote, "Britain has a problem with British Pakistani men raping and exploiting white girls." The MP for Rotherham had initially tried to distance herself from the article, but she said she was concerned her position in the shadow cabinet had become a distraction after it emerged her aides had signed off on the piece. "I apologize for the offense caused by the extremely poor choice of words in the Sun article on Friday," she said. "I am concerned that my continued position in the shadow cabinet would distract from the crucial issues around child protection which I have campaigned on my entire political career. It is therefore with regret that I tender my resignation as Shadow Secretary of State for Women and Equalities." How ironic, that in speaking the truth and trying to fight the very real problem of Muslim rape gangs, she was kicked out of office. For trying to do the very job she was put there for. These liberal lunatics will stop at nothing to see our youth raped, our monuments destroyed, and our country decimated. Millions of British patriots have cried out in anger, furious that their pathetic politicians are prioritizing Muslim feelings, over thousands of young little girls being horrifically abused and sexually traumatized. Unfortunately for Britain, this doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.